Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the stream. We are back here with Warframe. Actually, I forgot about that whole thing. Oh. A little bit of confusion on that. There we go. I guess we'll stop our wonderful little song we got going there. Gotta love the summer card. I actually don't have as many tracks as I was like. I was looking at it the other day and going like, man, I don't really have that many songs on my summer card. But I do have a whole bunch of other things going on, that's for sure. Got the new Valkyr after her rework, which I've been pretty impressed with so far. Not gonna lie, I've been having a lot of fun with it. And it's funny because for a long time, Valkyr was one of those Warframes where everyone seemed to like her, but I didn't. Like, geez, I just don't like her. She just runs out of energy too fast. She's got too many downsides. Sure, invincibility, but it's such a high cost. She just didn't feel as good to me as other Warframes did. But since that rework, I've been having quite a bit of fun with Valkyr. She's definitely similar, but very different. So yeah, she's pretty fun. Got some fashion set up. So I was looking at the Cyandanas, and it's like, I don't know. She just seems like she would go without a Cyandana. She just looks best without one. So yeah, everything else is just too bulky, I guess. But of course, the reason why I'm here and the reason why you guys are all here probably as well is because it is the dog days. That's right, the summer event. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever actually done the summer event before. I don't know how many years it's been going. At least one, that I know. But I know there's a whole bunch of rewards that I've been missing out on, including some funny skins. But also, stuff like color palettes and other stuff that I'm used to getting because, the more colors you have option to, the better your fashion is. And as we all truly know, the end game of Warframe is pretty much all about fashion. So, from what I understand, basically it's just normal arena match, except everyone has water guns, including the enemies, and now pool noodles. So it's basically just kill more than the Grineer, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's kill the Thames. It's got to be Grineer, and that's pretty much it. So we got all these missions to do, and then of course we can repeat the fourth one as many times as we need to get as many Nekok pearls as we do require. But first, we gotta go mission 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, get all these rewards, and then see exactly what we need to grind for after that. There's no abilities or anything like that, from what I understand. So it's just go in and Moida. So that's pretty much the plan for today's stream. We'll see where else it takes us.
3, 2, 1, I order you to have fun! Ding,
all right.
Ding, ding.
I assume we could do slam meta. Certainly looks like it. Ooh-doodle! Ooh-doodle for the win. Wow. Love the beach ball. That's nice too. Ooh.
It's all fun and games until we start losing!
I think you've been losing for a while. Why is it no longer working?
Fix the gas leak. You know, we never really talk.
Got him. Oh, I see that I am the top contributor as of right now. How long that lasts. I think I'm spawn camping though with this one. I don't know. This dude. Oh, that heals me. Sick. This is like kind of soothing, not gonna lie. Oh, we missed. Yeah, this is not much of a range on this, huh? It's got like a forward range, I think. I'm probably just used to my Sanctity Magistar having stupidly large slam radius. Or regular Magistar. I'll actually use the Sanctity. I don't know why I said that. Yep, definitely a lot closer than I thought it was originally. We can adjust. Ooh, noodles. Oh, okay, cool. Let's chill. That is in fact not an enemy. Ow. There's one of the order jets. Oh, that doesn't heal you? You guys are sneaky. Alright. None of us have died. You basically cannot lose the first section. From what I can see so far. Did I get that guy? I have no idea. He's not here anymore, so I'm gonna guess yes. Ooh, noodle fight. Interesting they decided to make this a hammer skin instead of a like a polearm skin, which would seem obvious. But I kind of dig it, honestly. Really gotta turn and face that guy. Actually hit him with the noodle. Who would have thought? Hey, Zoe Martin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the pod. Okay, where are these guys? There's a guy not being smacked with a noodle right now, and that is heresy. Ah! Oh, damn. This guy's actually kind of legit. Hit the floof. How did I... Look at that. You noodled. That guy goes flying. That guy's getting rocked. Oh, here there. I'm just landing in the... Damn, that slam radius is small. Okay. Beep beep. Looks so ridiculous with the freaking lifesaver too. Is there a Warframe that would look good on? I don't even know. Can you imagine? I love this event because you just know in the future you're gonna have like some like super badass lineup of Warframes like this, and one of them's just gonna have like a pool noodle on. It's gonna be so stupid. Oh, that's funny.
Don't get greedy.
All right, we got some stuff. We need more stuff. Give me more stuff. Dog Days Mission 2. Each one's 5 minutes, so this should take exactly 20 minutes. Well, that's assuming we can win them all. But we just won like 140 to 1 or something like that, so you would assume that it would be pretty hard to lose, but we'll see how this goes.
Hosers and squirts, fill your weapons.
Art
Stop
your
complaining,
soak
you know
guns.
you'll love it.
Okay. Alright. I don't even see people right now. Where are they? Aha! I found you! You hide and seek for a second there. Uh-huh. Nice. Good job. Oh, this guy's the sneaky one. He's super sneaky. I see you. One die. You can't escape. You think you could hide behind a rock, buddy? Ooh. This is Calervo gameplay right now. Although I have to check out his new augment. I heard it's really good. Changes his gameplay quite a lot. It's kind of crazy. Calervo's like slowly becoming one of the most versatile Warframes since Gauss. Which is great because it's also one of my favorite Warframes. But I will definitely be checking out that augment at some point. They got Sniper Calervo in the past. I actually don't see as much as I thought I was gonna after that got elucidated to the community. Oh, come on. Come on. This guy's so sneaky. Just runs in a circle. It's devastatingly effective. The Millennium Falcon of Rainier. Y'all at. We only have a 71-point lead, guys. Oh. Get over here, go. Ow. Got a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. We both slammed on him at the same time. That's funny. Oh, that guy. Get over here, you. Oh, get back here, you. I have found their base. Okay, how does that? We got like an accuracy rating now? What's up there? Okay, you got him, nice. I saw one. There he is. I mean, slamming's just so good in general. I'm trying to think of what hammer I would use the skin on, though. What's a hammer that's like so big it gets in the way? You know, like you can't even see anymore because of the hammer. Maybe the Citrine? Okay, what? Would you like to explain that? Jack Attack, maybe? I have the fun of Jack Attack is seeing it because of its cool little effects and stuff, so I don't know. Victoire!
Fun to be had in that zoom is by me watching you die. Why has nobody died? Oh, right.
Yeah, water guns. Three deaths. Interesting. That guy really went for it. All right, that's mission 2 done. Soon, do we have another thing in our inbox? We do. Nice. Low-key clip. Cute. Right. Mission 3. I think I'm like pretty much just with the same people, am I not? Like that granite guy was definitely in the last mission for sure.
Get up there and show me some H2O!
H2O. I definitely take more damage though in this one than the last couple. That one guy hit me for like 14 just then. Oh, how? How? Nice. Freaking thing of floofs over here. Sorry, I've been distracted. Reminds me of the old days with you could manipulate spawns by running to one side of the map. All those old FPS games that had like the so imperfect, terribly planned spawn algorithms. Those are the days. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. Ah! Oh. Okay. I'm assuming it's the water that's... Oh, my thing's green now. Okay, sick. Was it always green? No, it was blue before, right? I traded up to a green one. Oh, now I don't even have it out. Yeah, I think it might be a water thing. If you slam in the water, sometimes if it's deep enough, it doesn't really work. Oh, I got a grenade. Take that. Yeah. Grenades are pretty good. Take the high ground. Where are they at? Oh. Oh, they're coming in after me. Oh my god. What the heck? That's some weeping angel shit right there. What the heck? Oh, I see one. Look at that. Sneaky, sneaky. This guy is the worst. Oh, nice. Thanks to my friend that absolutely wrecked that guy on the way by. Bloofs. Blah. But where did the hell go? Interesting. I think there was a little delayed, not gonna lie. I think that was, the physics were a little late on that one. Where's another one? I got one more grenade. Boom, got a double on that one. Nice. What? Ah, he's gonna kill me. I only got 10 health. Ah! Help me, floaty.
Round over! Mop him down and rack him up!
Nice. Get Clem. I mean, that guy died. Everything. As the game bugs in the background. Alright, sick. Nice, nice. And I believe the last mission you also get points for all the kills you do as well. We shall see.
My executioners are all dressed up and ready for
Oh,
fun.
we got a purple one now.
They look
The ultimate.
so
Oh, it doesn't move when you do that? Whee! Okay. Oh, you don't one-shot anymore? God. Alright, so it's a 2-shot on the slam now. I think it's fine. Okay. Nope. Like the range could be improved. I'm so used to a much larger slam. Hopefully I'll get it. It's gotta be on top of them. Ooh. Blah. Damn. Oh yeah, grenades. That would be good. Need to get those lob things. Don't see. Oh, that's a troop. Okay, sometimes it does, if it crits. A grenade. There's one. Oh, there's a waste. Sticky guy. Damn it, he's too sticky. That was like the actual soak shot worked out. I guess we should try that out. Okay, never mind. Grenades definitely seem like the way, but they don't quite show up all that often. I went over it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Grenade. All right. Wow, it's too good. Can't even see enemies before they die. All I hear is the screams. Thank God we don't take them from each other. That would be pretty awkward. Oh, look, there's a whole group of them over there. Ah, break it up, break it up. That was terrible. Worst throw ever. Where's the grenade thing? Oh, there it is. Seconds left. Ah.
So you won this one. Best out of how many have? Let's do it again, meat sacks.
Sounds drunk almost. Man, those two guys are going crazy compared to us. They figured out the meta. All right, 81 pearls there, plus that. We've got, what, a couple hundred pearls now? So, oh, there's also Body of Fury. What's this? Just notice this. Crossfire Exterminate. Floaty of Fury. Okay. What is this?
I'm detecting infested biosignatures all over the place. You know what to do.
Good. We have noodles. Oh, seek. It's an elimination. Yeah, I guess we just go places. Oh. Oh shit. Uh-oh. It's one of those.
I'm still detecting a lot of infestation activity. Let's clean it up.
Ah. I understand the floof of fury. Just a bunch of people slamming her. Wait, can I go? I can't, can I? Yeah.
That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested. Lay low and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Always amp up. Come here, you losers.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Took it went the wrong way. Where's the juggernaut? Oh. Damn it.
The juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
Did we make it angry? Did it have time to be angry? Damn it! Nothing is not consistent.
broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
You got it, boss. Whoa. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it feels so much more mobile and fun when you play the new Valkyr. I can't wait to experiment with it in the future. Any other things? Looks like we've done all the one-of-a-kind types. So, we must go to Cetus and talk to our friend Nikak. What are we gonna buy first? What are we gonna prioritize for after that? The questions. $2.
Today, a very unique mask has come into my possession. Incredible! Perhaps even magical. Whatever.
Wait, that's some sort of... Oh, look at that later. 'Cause I think that's like a quest I haven't done. All right, so definitely probably looking at by beach. Poster's pretty awesome. Not a huge flu friend, but this one you could probably kick around, which is kind of dope. Whoa, is that Brandel surrounded by pineapples and shit? That's crazy. It's a lot of pearls, though. Alright. Okay, so there's mods here, most of which I think I have. I don't have Nightwatch Napalm, actually. One I've thought about getting for a while, but I'm not a huge fan of the Ogress. There's Bonesaw. I did just finally make the Ripkus after, like, forever. Finish damage by 100% against prone enemies. I don't know, that seems pretty niche. Oh, I didn't want to go all the way up. Let's see here, miscellaneous. Durex Wraith? I have that mastered. Never mind. Okay. Marshlands. Post. What about statues? I was just thinking about summer cards. I don't think we have any in here. Yeah, I think we definitely need this, right? You can't do this event and not... I mean, I don't know if I will ever use it, but I have to have it. You know what I'm saying? So we got that. The Noodletron hammer's probably gonna be a must-buy as well, but I want to make sure I get... Okay, we gotta make sure we get the color palettes first. Wow, lots of roofs. Lots of fruits. Yo, sick Urelli glyph. I've been kind of working on my Urelli Prime build. But I have to rank up my Furus because I want to use it with Furus Incarnate, which I just recently got. Dog Days Emblem, Dog Days Sigil. What's the difference between a sigil and an emblem? Emblem goes on your shoulders and sigil goes on your chest or back, right? Yeah, okay. But yeah, ooh. A pretty cool skin for the rifle too. You make any rifle look like that? Soaker ephemera? Yo, this is so elite for Urelli. And it comes with little fishies? Oh, bro. All right, well, I gotta farm out for this, obviously. I mean, it's an ephemera that has fishies. Like, I can't say no to that. That is literally the coolest thing they've ever added to Warframe, and I'm not even joking. Oh wait, hold on a second. Before we leave though, what is mask? What am I missing here?
Yes, I really love it. Look, to be honest, Uncle made this mask and it's a bit of a creep piece. He set some weird eyes in it, said the Onam chooses. Onam chooses is short for nightmares and a wild Volby hunt. Funny, right? Tower spirit choosing me. And I can't stand heights. I think that makes me fake Ostrom. Tower work was more my cousin Mokka's calling. He's fearless. Was fearless. Well, buy the mask, Tenno. Or don't. Up to you.
What mask are we talking about here? Mask of the Lost One? For a wisp? There you go. I bought it off you. Just for you, buddy. I never noticed this Dusk Thumper flutes in here before. What is this? Oh my god, these are terrible. I don't never come to this kid.
Uncle's note here says, wear the mask when the moon shines bright upon the haunted plains of Eidolon. Huh. You could do that. Or you could take the day off, toss that mask into the lake. Oh, sorry, Uncle. We lost it.
Alright, so that's some sort of weird side mission thing where you can wear the mask at night. I assume it has something to do with Eidolons. Night's in an hour, so well. I have no idea. Mask of the Lost Ones, interesting. Oh. Mask of the Revenant, investigate. Oh, does this have something to do with the Revenant mission? Oh, I never did do the Revenant mission. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But for now, we need more pearls, bro. We need pearls. We gotta get the fishies. That's gonna look so awesome in Urali. It's not crazy. I mean, you could use it with Hydroid too, but I feel like, I don't know. Even after its rework, Hydroid is like, it's a good Warframe, but it's not like fun to me. But Urali's fun because it's actually like, I know people are going to disagree with this, but it's actually the fun way to use the K drive. In my opinion, I'm sorry if you don't agree with that. All right. Here we go again. That is not the guy. That is the thing he kicked. Oh, one of these right here, huh? Give it to me. Ooh. Alright, Lobobs, let's go. Oh. Being like right there is like super awesome. Wait, where did it go? No, it turned off. That sucks. I guess we're back to the old way. No, don't kill me. Oh, it's back again. Sick. Where'd that guy go? Oh, just over him. Oh, hi, guys. They're running around in packs. What's going on right now? Madness. Oh. Big. Got them both too. Okay, there are two people that just are not doing anything. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, you actually have to do the reload thing to get it to reload. Okay. The bombs are like straight up. Like if you're not using the bombs in later levels, you're just doing it wrong. Like crazy. They're like so easy to kill them with. Oh no, it turned off. Okay, I did not understand that gun. Just like a min range, max range. Oh, hail King Floof. This is the chosen Floof. Not gonna lie, 83 to 13 or 85 to 13 is actually like the closest I've seen this be. I'm kind of shocked right now. Hearing you. I don't know where you are though. Oh. Where'd he go? Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh, the quad. Ooh. What the heck was that? Wow, look at them all. That's crazy. Oh, there they are. There's the last one. Ah! Look at that. I like that.
Let's do it again, Pizza!
Ah! 50 on for one person, 49 for another, and no one else did anything. I feel really bad for my friends who are struggling with that. That's unfortunate. Yo, what am I doing in a relay? Is this still a thing where if the person that started the mission was in a relay, everyone ends up in a relay? It's been a while since I've seen that. But that was 140 something. Oh god, this is gonna be telling us about this forever. Hold on a second. Quests. Yeah, this is the Revenant thing. Oh well, we'll just leave it as is, I guess. Doesn't really bother us. It's just in the top right. Sweetest. Do I actually have Revenant? I'm not sure. Probably do. I know I have Revenant Prime. Oh. Peach toys, that's what I want.
It is good to see you again.
Where
How may I help?
are you? You were in appearance, right? Ephemera! Alright, obviously we got the most important things now, right? I think we can all agree on that. We got the pallets, we got the ephemera. We got the tube. Gotta get the Noodletron. Yeah, try to think of a hammer I would use this on. Warning, not a flotation device. Good to know. Also, 2 Redeemer skins is very interesting. They really think that the Redeemer is the most summer-like of all the guns. All the gun blades. I like Pyrus, though. That's a cool skin. Abysso doesn't seem particularly different from the normal Redeemer to me at first glance. So, I'm not too sure about that one. Let's see here, what else we got here? We have 117 pearls. Already have. If you don't have this, grab this 100%. Acid shells is one of the greatest augments for any weapon in the game. Makes the Sobek go from a completely meh shotgun to a credible shotgun. Acid shells is insane. Wish you could say the same thing for Vulcan Blitz. It makes the Jack tag usable, I suppose. But other than that, it's not that crazy. Meta Ray is not bad to have if you're like a health tank. Okay. I've heard good things about Nightwatch Napalm, but I've never actually used it, obviously, because, as I said earlier, not an Ogres guy. But if you're looking for like a priority situations, it's Acid Shells first, then probably Medi Ray, then Nightwatch Napalm, then Vulcan Blitz would be my guess. Everything else is like meh. Meh. I mean, who actually cares about the combo duration of your sniper? It's really not that hard to keep the combo up if you're just continuously, shooting people. Heavy attacks now step through the rift to attack enemies up to 25 meters away. Okay. Black now bounces up to 4 times and travels 60% faster. Very niche. Yeah, pretty much nothing else other than those are the stuff to get. It's a pretty cool poster. Glow emote. Water. All right. That's what it is. Hey man, have you seen water? Here's water. Relay scene? I didn't even know they had relay scenes now. Hey, what's the coolest poster? This one or the other one? This one's pretty dope. Obviously, Ureli is going to be a star of any summer event. I think we can agree on that. But I mean, Glyph's cool. Poster 2 is okay. I think the other poster's cooler, though. Where was that other poster? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice. What is that, anyway? What drink is that, I wonder? Oh, what? This is adorable. Yo, when is Varuna Prime coming out? Because I really like Varuna, but I hate putting Archon shards on non-primes because I feel like I'm just gonna rip it out and put it on the prime when the prime eventually comes out. But like Varuna desperately needs Archon shards for her builds to really reach like the apex of what they're capable of. Especially if you're like not running like Prime Flow. Like a lot of times you just can't fit Prime Flow on a Varuna build, and you have to like use energy shards to get the energy max up. But like, it's not a Prime. I'm not gonna put Archon shards on it. So it's like I feel like I want Varuna Prime to come out so I can actually use Varuna more. But I mean, that's a really cool glyph, man. I'm a big Lavos fan too, but this isn't speaking to me as much as the other ones. All right, so we need to do what? Two more run-throughs of Dog Days for the 2 posters. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't really use any glyphs other than this one. This is my glyph of choice. I like it, sort of like weird contemporary art vibe. I don't know. It's just something about that. I can't really explain it other than it speaks to me. Although that's a really cool lift, and so is that. All right. We got the important bit. That's what matters. But we're gonna do it 2 more times. For absolute certainty. Before we do that, just make sure. I'm pretty sure I have. If I don't, I guess I will do the mission. Where are you, Revenant? Okay, I have used Revenant. Not a lot. I think I just ranked them up to 30 and then tossed them. I don't really use Revenant ever, to be honest. Not one of my favorite Warframes. That being said, though, so is there no way to stop quests once you started it? Shouldn't there be like an abandon button? Oh, clear active quest. There you go. Thank you.
Tano, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Love DE. They always have the answer for everything. All right, cool.
My executioners are all dressed up and ready for fun.
Boy,
They look
we
so
did.
cute.
Wait, did I? Thank you.
It's all fun and games until we start losing. Pick up your act, executioners. Fix the gas leak.
It's kind of a waste of a grenade there.
You know,
And is the other one back over here again? It is. Okay, cool. Like gonna create like a circuit, you know, like a patrol kind of a situation. Oh god, they're in front of it. How very cheeky of them. Dude, is that a grenadier bullet jumping? I didn't think I was gonna see that in my life, but okay. Oopsie. Oopsie. The triple. Guess we're closer to that one. Oh god, there's so many dudes over here. Okay. The posse. I love how every once in a while you just get like a ding 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 in the background. Almost like Animal Crossing-esque in the ways. Oh, hi. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Almost fired at that booth. Good timing. Wait. Evil. Made the sound and everything. Oh boy. Oh, look at me, boys. Oh. Gonna bust our patrol route that right there, but oh well. Bad guys around it. Guess not. Oh, sure, now you show up. Love the multis you can get. Oh, ooh, that guy screwed up a multi. Could have got them both.
Bah!
Penny.
So you won this
158
one.
too? That's better.
Best out of how many have? Let's do it again. Meat sucks.
Good old tweaking L. Why would you name yourself that? Alright. 124 pearls. We go again.
All right. Now get up there and show me some H2O!
Alright, now it begins. Oh, there's a multi just sitting there. Ah! Thank you. Do that triple, baby. Think I got a double there too. Sick. Ah, give me that. This is suddenly becoming real serious business. Somebody trying to shoot me from the side there. Aha! You guys have an interesting relative speed. But I don't think a multi is possible. There we go. thought I could get both of them. Rip. Didn't press the button. There we go. Oh, thank you. I don't want what you're selling. Ah, I get that gun. Super slow projectile speed. Gotcha. Is that what they think water is like? When it's shot out of a squirt gun? I ain't think that's how it go. That's not how it be at all.
So you won this one. Best out of how many Let's do it again.
Wow.
Sucks.
Look. Not bad. All right.
Look, Hemsura! It is good to see you again.
393. Okay, that poster. And that poster. And how much do we have left? 43. 43. Look like there's anything you can get for that. Good news is you can actually save these to the next event, because then I know people who had some from the last dog days and it rolled over. So if you don't particularly think there's anything that's going to be like truly amazing for you, you can always see what they add the next year. But where are we putting these posters? These walls are so very busy, but these two, why not? I don't think I've got anything to put there. Oh, definitely wrote. Nice. All right, and the other one. Get this really big. Holy shit. I don't feel like I should be putting something underneath this then. It kind of messes with the balance of the room a bit. And if you like symmetry, this is gonna really piss you off. Hmm. What do we got here that can help with that? Oh, these things are weird. Why you rotate like this? Why can't I put you on a wall? Like, seriously, what's wrong with you? Do you only work on shelves or something? Lizzie. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool. As big as you get, though? That's how big Lizzie is? I'm pretty sure that's not true. That's miniature. That's the biggest this is the decoration go. I'm definitely a slight bit disappointed. Yo, rocket ship. Please make it be big. Oh, you can't make it big. Oh. Need something that would actually fit here. How big is this? Oh, whoa. Dog, can you get the heck out of my way, though? That would totally work. Dog! Get the heck out of here, man. What are you doing? Get over here. Alright. How do I get... Oh, thank God. Okay. Out the room a bit with the eye thing. The heck that turned out. Oh, there. Nice and spooky. Yeah, there you go. That evens it out a bit. Well, I would prefer to have a slightly more even. I don't think I have anything else that would really compete with that poster. It's pretty crazy. It's like the biggest poster I have. That's such a cool poster too. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done as far as that goes. This thing kind of has to be on a wall of its own, doesn't it? All right. Okay, what wall would be okay with this absolute big monster of a poster? Or can we put on the door? No, you can't put on the door. Okay. You know, we could put it there and then move that. Yeah, this would work. We move this, put it back with the other poster. Why would you think I wanted that? Hey. That's straight. That's straight. Not center, though. Why are you upside down again? Alright, yeah. Then we'll go back and make this poster sit right. Downsize. Okay, I gotta see this in person. Yeah, alright, I like it. We could put like something small on the other side of it. It would actually probably be even better. Maybe some of my mastery glyphs. Something like that. I like this one. I think you get this from doing all the Steel Path missions on the Zeraman. Really sick. That's a real nice touch. Alright, but obviously... Do I have a Urelli thing set up? Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. Alright. Probably should have it set up, but I haven't really figured out exactly... what I'm gonna do as far as the build yet. I have ideas, but I think obviously we need the new ephemera. Imagine this one. No, the soaker one. First of all, the bubbles alone, pretty dope. But the random fishies that just like spawn as they're moving around you, big fan. Yo, that's sick. Just the oh, there's a blue one. Or green. There's another yellow one. Oh. We're starting to get a little bit of variety. Does this do the same spawning mechanic as like the Plains of Eidolon and stuff like that? Yo, there's a speckled one. That one's pretty new. So cute. Yeah, they can go pretty far out too. Look how far that fish is away from me. I wonder what that looks like in action. If I go to the simulacrum and start running around on Miralina. I'm just rolling around. There's just like fish going on behind me. Or do I for the fish do I have to be standing still? Okay. It still stays though. It's just like a trail of fish. Yeah, yo, that's what it is. It's just like a trail of fish. That's freaking hilarious. Bubbles and fish. Bubbles and fish. That is definitely one of the coolest ephemeras they've ever added. Just random fish in the air now as you run along. And bubbles all around you. Sick. What's the button for grinding again? It's control, right. Oh yeah. Fish. Oh. There's no other Warframe that this would be as cool on. Like honestly, even Hydroid would not be anywhere near as cool as this is. Actually, I really like Ureli too. She's got some serious capabilities. I like her augments. She's really strong, ironically. For being basically just a secondary weapons platform. But I'm still kind of like working out the kinks on the build and stuff, so definitely not something I would be showing the build of just yet, because I don't think it's ready for prime time. Like I said, I'm still sort of like trying to figure out what the best secondary pair is. There's like a few that I just don't have that I'm working on getting. Like the Ferrous Incarnate and the Dual Toxis Incarnate. But this is definitely a huge pickup as far as aesthetics goes. Big fan of that. Big fan. I saw a fish. Oh, there was the last fish was there. Like that event to me is now entirely worth it just because of that one thing. This is so freaking cool. But if we're looking for builds that are done, I feel like this is about as good as a Valkyr build as I'm going to be doing. a little bit slightly different. I'm obviously looking more at the shield tank. Well, rather more like shield gate way of doing things. So catalyzing shields, making my shield capacity as small as possible, and then fast deflection and arcane aegis, basically making it so that ever so tiny 37 shield pool is constantly being regenerated so that I can get back to a 1.3 second shield gate, which is pretty nice. 32 per second. So basically in like what, 1.01 seconds or something like that, 1.10, 1.05 or something seconds, I basically have max shield back, not including arcane aegis, of course, which would give me another 30%, and more specifically arcane aegis, it ignores the delay on shield recharge, which is right now 0.6 seconds, which is pretty huge. And then of course I'm still not particularly impressed with the capability as far as the energy keep up of Valkyr is, so we are dealing with that with a very common trifecta, which is flow, equilibrium, and nourish. That's very, very common. For the augment, of course, you know, the more ability strength we can build into it, the better, because we're not really doing anything other than transient fortitude here for ability strength. And precision intensify, of course, is making hysteria stronger, specifically. But yeah, like nourish isn't as crazy as it could be. Same with like all of these. So, but we do have Arcane Fury for extra damage on our claws, because basically, like, generally speaking, what you're trying to do is just go into hysteria, stay there, and basically just try and get enough energy so that you feel okay just cycling these two. Because Ripline is going to be huge for your damage because it pulls everybody now, which is crazy good. It's only 9-meter radius right now, but you know, you could put some range mods on it if you decided to do something crazy like that. I wonder how she would work actually with a range build. Thinking out loud here. I think you would still go growing power for that, and then you would just go like pure range, like overextended, stretch, auger reach. I guess you could put in cunning drift if you wanted, but I'd probably have an Excellence for that. Just like that already. What does that put our range to? 24-meter radius. Interesting, I must say. Yeah, that could be actually useful for that. You go with the Umbral mods. We can do that strategy as well. I think Blind Rage makes sense, but Transient Fortitude still makes sense. Just like thinking on my feet here, I'm like, what I would do if I wanted to do that. How do we deal with damage? We can still do Aegis, and we can still do Fury. Do we want Fury? Yeah, I think so. We could do Avenger too, actually. That would be interesting. Does the Arcane Avenger damage? No, I don't think so. Most abilities don't crit. But Ripline counts as melee, doesn't it? So it should. Yeah, unleashes a coordinated melee attack. We'll see how that goes. And we're gonna need more health if we're gonna be tanking like this. If we're still using Aegis, I guess fast deflection is probably still required. Do you have enough for do I have an Excellence? I don't. Okay, then I'm not gonna do that. But theoretically speaking, you could run it like this too. Because the Ripline is actually really strong. I don't know if it's strong enough, though. Like, there's a lot of arguments for how to run Valkyr Prime since her rework. You don't even need a helmet, technically, because of her 3 being a damage vulnerability as well. So there's a lot of things you can do with Valkyr now. It's pretty impressive, honestly. I really like it. So, what build am I on right now? Oh, that's right. I had their AI turned on for a particular reason. All right, which one am I on right now? Just to make sure. Okay, I am on config B. All right, let's see how this does. With no, yeah, with none, it actually is not so great, but oh well. Let me go get some. I wish there was a button in the simulacrum that just let you get like 12 times combo, so you could just test to see what it's like at. Although really what I should do is this. Oh, no energy. Yeah, my control key. No flow, as obviously is weird, but right now. Oh. 30,000 on everything? You have to do some pretty weird shenanigans, but I think you actually could get that damage up. Without flow, though, you don't think you could do too much. Probably works better against non-steel path enemies, but so does everything. Oh goddamn, the energy. Yeah, there's definitely a sauce here. Because Ripline can be pretty strong. Combo window's only points. Wait, combo window. Okay. And Fig A is what I have been using, which is obviously a lot easier. Just absolutely shreds. Especially when you just pull them all in and be like, "Wah!" Super easy shredder. He's incredibly good at shredding now. I've seen as high as 4 million damage on a single strike, but it's very dependent on whether or not you actually get one of the statuses, especially Slash. Slash seems to do quite well. And that's specifically with this Valkyr Talons build, which is basically magnetic gas, corrosion, and when you're using a Nourish Viral. So it's viral, corrosion, magnetic gas. And it basically just works against pretty much all comers, basically. Gas is more for infested and corpus enemies, but it still works at high level Grineer as well. It ticks away at them. Just the clouds stay around pretty okay. And honestly, it's you're probably going to be just riplining everybody into a group and murdering them anyways, so It's more the damage. It's been pretty fun, actually. I've been really enjoying my Valkyr Prime days as I've been playing her since the reboot. Obviously, you're going to be using the dexterity holders on primary and secondary. Whatever melee you're using at the time doesn't really matter. Pretty much at all. So, whatever you want, because you're going to be using the talons. The only time this guy's going to come out is if like somebody shows up and turns off your power, or you run out of energy, God forbid. But yeah, I think there's a range build here somewhere. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit more. Because Ripline, it's got some capabilities. And it's slash damage, which is pretty huge. But I will work on that and get back to you guys on that. Right now, we're definitely sticking with config A, which has been pretty fun. Also, like, shield gating is kind of like crazy in general, but the hardest thing to play a shield gate setup like this on is the fact that you're constantly seeing the effect of your shield turning off. So I don't know if there's a way of turning that off in the settings. But good lord, if there is, I should. Let's see here. Where would it be? Video. You would think it's some place somewhere there would be something that says, you know, shield effect or something like that. Yeah, I'll show you. If you go into a mission, and usually for this we just sort of use Draco because it's the basic Steel Path mission.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
All that you have learned. That presumes we have learned things. I missed.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Yeah, see, I'm like, saw it once already. Gonna see it again. You're gonna see it again. Yeah, you're gonna see it a lot. Because that's the whole point of it, really. I missed the terminology. Get out of here with that garbage. I want to find a good room. Can we find a good room?
Tenno, prepare for life support.
I just blast proc myself. Yay.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh boy. Don't fall on the things.
for a capsule.
Basically constant shield gating over and over and over again and still fast.
Additional life support has arrived.
Which is great, except sometimes the effect will happen like 5, 6, 7 times in close succession, and you're just like constantly being blinded by this big blue wave going over your screen. I wish you could turn it off. I haven't been able to find a way to do that, but oh, look at you. Oh, I think I know how to do it. I just realized. It's gonna be Great Surge, isn't it? Great Surge is the way to make the range go do crap tons of damage for no reason. Do I want a helmet onto a slot for a meme build though? Depends how meme it is though, I suppose. Whoop. That didn't work out. Let's try that again. That was super trippy. Okay. Yeah, 3 million. You can do about 3 million easy. Not that that's a crazy amount of damage these days in Warframe, but it's certainly enough to kill, you know? You don't need to do 200 million, although it's fun to do 200 million. I prefer to do 200 million. Angst. Oh, bye, Angst. Sorry, man. I killed you on the way by. I didn't even know you were here. That's definitely another thing that's really fun about this build. It is an obliterator as far
The
as
raid is off to a successful
acolytes
start.
go.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Even with like the guy turns off your abilities, I think his violence, you can basically kill him before he turns them off. Quite often, as long as you sort of like guesstimate where you think he's gonna spawn, you can just swing by and copter him and he'll die and he never does anything and you don't have to worry about your abilities being turned off. Yeah, as you can tell, fairly simple. And the rip line change is really the biggest, in my opinion. It really helps with everything, the grouping. You could do like prolonged paralysis as well, which is the augment for her 3, which I helmet off because I prefer rip line. But prolonged paralysis will do basically the same thing. Except instead of you going to them, they'll come to you, basically. But you don't really need the damage vulnerability too much. I mean, 9.8 million. Okay, that's definitely the highest I've seen so far on a single swipe. Oh boy, hi. Good old minimal shield gating. You don't have to do this, I don't think, because you can shield gate the normal way. This is just trying to maximize your shield and then, you know, living off the invuln. Especially because her lifesteal is innate, so you don't have to worry about that.
I think it might be the most effective though. She has enough armor that like you could theoretically health tank, but I think it's in most scenarios this is gonna be the strongest because of the armor, because of the fact that you can constantly get things back, and then you can lifesteal at the same time. I don't know where Misery is, but anyway, oh there we go. What's up, dude? Goodbye. Because Aegis is basically going to keep you alive. My Worm Prime is also going to keep me alive. My Worm Prime gives me my shields back, slightly updates my shield a bit, which normally would be not so good in a catalyzing shield situation, but it also increases shield regen by 60%, so it's worth the trade-off. Also, negate helps with the life steal being basically always on the tippy top. So the survivability is basically not a question in this particular setup. As long as you don't like massively misplay, you should be fine. $5.8 million again. That might be our XP top. Kind of reminds me of Korra now. Except you are the Ripclaw. You just like launch yourself at a group of enemies like, aha! You pull them all in. Yeah, you thought you were safe, but you were not. Come here.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
That's the truth. Literally. Oh, hi, everyone. I wonder how ridiculous just putting on breed searches to your north would be. Problem with that, though, just play devil's advocate against myself, is that Nourish is so massive to your energy upkeep. So it lets you basically rip line with impunity. This is the energy multiplier. I'm getting orc and cells like crazy. Oh, I went on a dead body. I want him to go to that napalm. Alright, guys. Damn it, did it again. Still kind of spin the window, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was pretty much how you did it before, right? Is you just spin, and then spin, and then spin, and then spin. Because it was basically your best way of getting around. And it's still your best way of killing, honestly. But it's not your only strategy anymore. Ripline is huge. Which makes it feel really good, because it always felt like a lot of Warframes I think do feel like this, where the first ability is kind of like a wasted slot and it's just like some trash terrible ability. But I think they're making a definite effort these days to make the first ability a definite like linchpin of the kit. I think the new Citrine augment kind of also helps with that as well, because it really made her first ability work really great as a primer. Uh-oh. Worm's finally taking his first bath. He's gonna be back in a little bit. That's okay. We can survive. He's not really like super necessary. He's just nice. No, I should probably stay in that room a little less than possible. And Worm's back. Good for him. Welcome back, Mr. Worm. Oh, Malice is here. Is he spawned this thing yet? Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, technically I also have my invulnerability thing, which has never been needed to proc yet. My new passive that's slightly different than it was before. And you build up a meter by meleeing people, and then eventually you get to the point, and by eventually I mean basically a few seconds. You get to the point where if you die while it's at full, you basically get revived. Essentially, it doesn't actually kill you. And then you get to build the meter again by meleeing people. Plus, it gives you 300% melee damage while you haven't used it, which is sick. I could probably just stay here forever, but I probably shouldn't. All right, let's head out, shall we? Where's it? Extraction that way. Also, rip line, huge for extracting now, because you can just like go so long with it. It's crazy. Like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Get over there. Let's go. I love it.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Later, loser. All the way over there. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Let's glitch into the floor. Super sick. Love it. Great work. Great rework. Good job, DE. Love it. Crazy fun. Very useful. Still skill expression based. Do 15 minutes, get 1380 kills, you know, the usual. It's a little less than 100 kills per minute, but still pretty good, honestly. Especially for being so safe. So insanely safe. Like, we really don't build too much into strength here, and we're still doing a lot of damage. That's the kind of thing that I'm like sort of like starting to come around to. When I was first like building for Steel Path, I went very defensive, and then I sort of figured out how much you need defense, and then I started to build damage too much, basically. So I was running around with Calervo with like a build that was like slam, and I would do like 600 million damage. I'm like, wow, but like he doesn't have 600 million health. He just doesn't. You know, after the armor layers and all the reductions of that 600 million, really he only had like, you know, like 500,000 HP or something like that afterwards. So a build like this, that like will reliably, after all the reductions and armors and all that wonderful goodness, you do reliably like 1 million is perfect. Like 500,000 damage, 1 million damage. You know, if you cap out at 9.8, that's perfectly good. Especially with the speed that this build can throw that out. Because the attack speed does go pretty crazy. So you don't really need on Valkyr like insane amount of strength. Like 155% with Precision Intensify getting that extra 90% on Hysteria is perfectly fine. You might not even like particularly need that either. You could get away with like an Umbral set or something like that. Like help out the Nourish a little bit more. But I mean, Nourish as is enough, right? It does what it needs. It's the 1.93 times energy multiplier that helps. The 69% increase to viral damage is nice in more ways than one, but really, you're using it for the energy multiplier, so everything else is just a bonus. But yeah, there's definitely a freaking. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it in config C. I think I'll start working on it in config C. Because I think somehow it's gonna use. Yeah, I think it's gonna use Breach Surge. Let's see here. Let's just do this again. Reach. Nope, not there. Cunning Drift. I don't think it's worth the slot though. How much range does that give us? 23.85. 25.2. That's not worth it. Okay. And then we obviously need low. And I think we need equilibrium still. Where did I put my equilibrium? Here it is. So, aura-wise, wish you could put that on without getting rid of my growing power thing. I could Omniforma, I suppose, but I don't know if I want to commit that. Is Hunter Adrenaline the way to go? And then just normal Intensify. And then put how does paralysis damage vulnerability work with Breach Surge? That's a good question. All right, so what are we doing? Warcry is the... This is super weird. Oh, wow, it's right there. Okay. Calcs and pheromones. Calcs and pheromones. Oh, Ruby Doe, my friends. Put in Warcry for now. That's not from whence they come. Oh no, that's super creepy. I mean, they still need the multiplier for it to go really well. Do we have Hysteria on? Probably, right? The order of operations, I think, is going to be the weirdest for this. So... Okay. Probably the opposite, right? Because we have how much range on Breach Surge right now? 47-meter radius. So what we should probably actually do is Breach Surge, then Ripple Line. I really don't even see the Breach Surge Ripple Line part. Interesting. Oh, it's like my Sonic ass over here. That's super weird. Oh, so it uses whatever. Oh, I understand. It uses whatever melee you have in your hand. Interesting. That's weird. And yeah, obviously Magister is gonna go crazy, but so that really changes things. You kind of want to be in Hysteria then. And you have to build it up again. Okay. Just by itself. I feel like my Breach Surge isn't lasting that long, so I need to be quicker. Killing them almost too quick for Breach Surge to get value here. You pull everything. I gotta admit, I'm kind of interested in how that would even go. I'm a little bit more worried about the survivability because we're using a completely different way of doing things. But that being said, we are shield tanking, per se. And health tanking, kind of. Is there any way we want to tweak this? Oh yeah, we should probably put arcanes in. Probably. But what kind of arcanes? What kind of arcane? Maybe we go... oh no, our shield's only 185. Blessing? No. Aegis? No. I mean, 185 is still going to be fine, but we don't have fast deflection in here to make it feel fine. Hunter Adrenaline, though, might meet... We don't need Equilibrium if we have Hunter Adrenaline now. Oh, maybe we can get fast deflection in there and then pop in Aegis again. It's gonna be weird. A lot of setup, I think. But we get to pull entire rooms.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Fair enough.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
But first, want to get a little bit of energy going. And we need to get some stuff. What's that? Oh, I don't know what that was. Yo, I pulled like everybody down. Oops. Oh, I ran out of energy. No. Ah, you bastards. When in doubt, Magistar it out. Yeah, the energy cost is going to be too much. Yeah. This is what I mean, man. Nourish is so important.
Support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
I like the idea of pulling everything in the room, but that's a mess. The one downside is when you pull everybody in the room, there's really nobody left for breed surge to go after. You know?
Prepare for life support.
Where are these breed surges going? Oh, on a person there. So suddenly the energy just gets too much. You know, I'm not taking enough damage. That's crazy to say. I'm stuck. How am I stuck? I see 150 million. That's not bad. Yeah, that's the problem. Energy. Because you lose if you didn't lose all of your combo every single time you come out of Hysteria on Hysteria, it wouldn't be too bad. Because then you could just Hunter Adrenaline loop your way back into the situation, but because of that, it's really not worth it in its current iteration. Oh, hi, Torment. What's up, dude? Where'd you go? I don't even know where you are, man.
Off to a successful
You're
start.
dead? How did you die?
When you are ready, go to extraction.
Did I touch that guy? Did he walk into a gas cloud? That might have been it. Yeah, this definitely needs way more time in the incubator. I can't breach surge and nourish, so maybe breach surge is a lost cause here. It's not really needed, as we can tell, because when you go full range, because you don't need a whole lot of damage, right? So when you go full range, you're pulling in everything. It's really nice.
A valuable lesson.
You're just like murdering everything. You don't need extra. Yeah. It's funny. I really thought Breach Searchers can do more than that. I guess it's one of those abilities that's not quite as multiplicative with it as some of the other ones in the game are. But we want to duplicate this to be... because this one does have Nourish. So I think this is going to be Nourish. The only problem is now we have negative duration. So our Nourishes are going to last 18 seconds and our War Cries are going to last 14 and a half. So maybe, because we now have Melt Augmented in instead of Arcane Fury, maybe what we can do is something to the akin of this. So we get the strength from Malt Augmented, put in Steel Charge, although that's trading 180 for 60. But then again, we do get the dexterity bonuses, so that's nice. And then I think we go back to Precision Intensify. That doesn't help us, but maybe we do something like this. So the rip line damage isn't as good, but because it's huge radius now. Not done with the huge radius and Nourish really helps a whole lot. I mean, there's an explosion there, though. Trying to think here about energy economy again. This one was perfect, right? But it had Equilibrium Primed Flow, which is definitely far more able to use the Nourish multiplier than Hunter Adrenaline. I wonder if we should lean into it a bit more, and instead of Fast Deflection, we put in something that slows down the burn rate, if you will, and put in like Adaptation. That'd be too much. And what's so stretch is 45, Archon stretch is 45. We don't have an electrical damage here. We could go to a melee influence build, but I don't think it's actually really that good in Valkyr. Because the Talons have a status of 10%, which is really bad. I mean, the only reason I have Galvanized Elementalist in here is because even though it's 10%, you're hitting so fast. And as you've noticed, we get enough statuses to make it worthwhile. But will we get enough statuses to make melee influence better than melee exposure? I'm not sure about that. But then again, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Here, Archon stretch wouldn't work anyways, because it's an energy over time, which is disabled during a drain. So it's not even worth thinking about that, except for maybe just using influence in general as an idea. So the question is, which one's better, config A or config B? Would you rather have a crap ton of damage and not a crap ton, but like a decent amount of damage that you can murder reliably through pretty much anybody? So we do have adaptation on this one too, which is also a consideration. Yeah, this is like bring everybody in, but not do as much. Though, actually, are we doing as much or more? Okay, now I gotta test this. Because actually with Molt Augmented, we could actually kind of outpace the original. It might actually be better with a full range build. Because we're going very heavily into range versus going very heavily into the concept of shield gating.
These foes deserve your respect.
So I don't know
Honor
if the
them
energy
with quick
economy
deaths and
or
die with
the
your
defense is going to
victory.
be as good. They could both be a little rough.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Grab them all though. Need to build up our combo. Get a little bit more energy. If we could. Because we kind of want to take damage and health with Hunter Adrenaline on. I want to get a little bit higher before I start using Zipline more consistently. Bringing in the whole room though is so sick. I hope we can
Life
keep
support
that.
incoming.
There's the only guy in the room.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
What was our top end for the last build? It was like 9.8 million. Let's see how we do. Because some people got pulled and didn't get anywhere close because they got stuck on geometry. I'm killing people around the corner though, that's sick. I actually really like range build on this. Whoop. Is there a max amount of targets? That's another question. It doesn't look like it. I basically just pulled everything there.
Life support on the way.
Pull the guy up the railing there, wasn't it?
Another life support capsule is now available.
We're actually like killing too fast. I'm running out of enemies fairly consistently. 7.9 million. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, he sneaked me. There you go. Yeah, you're a loser. 1.9 million again. I feel like I'm seeing millions more. Oh, that was all very the same. Practically the same number 45 times. It feels more precarious as far as the energy situation, but it feels so much more fun to play. So sometimes you sort of like do this weird like slide thing that I'm trying to figure out. Before you feel like you were being pulled and then stopping at them, but right now it feels like you're like pulling and then being sliding through them. This is interesting.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.
1.9 million again. Oops, missed. There we go. Oh, I fell off. How did that happen? How did I get over there? Now I gotta build up our combo again. I think that might have been that thing that I was talking about earlier, where I feel like I'm sliding through them at this range. Which is very odd. Did not happen at a lower range. Might be a bit of a bug there. More energy. What? Is it gonna pixel off? Gives me energy. Equilibrium is definitely the better call. I think we have the capacity to just brute force it to the polarity. I'll admit, it took me a hot minute to remember that word. Yeah, we're just not taking as much damage on health as I thought we were going to. Mania got pulled too. That's funny. Great thing to think though is how like half of Ripline though is in a gun now. Sciatid is so stupid. I hope they don't change it though, because I'm like definitely happy it's in, because there's so many Warframes that are gonna be made so much stronger by the Sciatid just existing. What happened?
The more successful we will be.
What was that? Obviously, Examite don't get cold. Does it overguard status immunity? Longer the range, the weirder it is. That's definitely a fact here. It's not. I don't think they tested the use cases for maximum range as closely, because there's some weird interactions. Though, I think the only change we're gonna make is take out a Hunter Adrenaline and put back in Nuclear. This might be the way I do it. At least versus Grenier. I mean, the pull is just so much fun. A little buggy, but it's fun. The more open it is, the better it is too. Because it's less likely people get caught on random shit, like ceilings and railings and stuff, as they try and get dragged to you.
Running out of time. Consider extraction.
I suppose I should. Extraction. Let me just grab this bad boy on the way.
Life support has been replenished.
Here is it.
Critical life support levels.
I'm aware,
Extraction
thank
is
you.
your best option.
Whee!
They fought well. Good deaths, all.
13 minutes. Yeah, once again, just a little bit under 100 kpm. Very similar kill rate to the other build. So basically the change in damage is essentially irrelevant at that level. Maybe at like level like 200 and up, it'll be different, but oh yeah, we can brute force the polarity. Nice. So, config A or config B? Less efficiency. Once Molt Augmented is stacked, it'll be 100% versus 155%. So we definitely should have been doing less damage. That makes sense. The duration is higher, so that's kind of good. Less recast. Obviously, the range is massively different. The efficiency is exactly the same. And then, of course, you're not using catalyzing shields, and you're not surviving by basically abusing the concept of full shield gate immunity. Although it's not, I mean, literally, once they decided to put this mod into the game, they decided that they were okay with that. And that was, in fact, the way things work. So it's just a strategy at this point. There's so many ways to tank, and this is one of them. And in fact, it's pretty much... It almost would be better to do this with Hunter Adrenaline, because there are definitely times where I'm taking damage, but I don't think Hunter Adrenaline is really even a Valkyr mod anymore. I don't think so. I think the armor is pretty much... The armor and lifesteal plus shield gaining is pretty much the way you do it. I mean, like I said, you can shield tank if you want to do that. That's totally up to you. But even if you shield tank and you completely ignore her shields, she's still going to be shield gating. Like that's just truth. Everybody with shield gates to some degree. I don't know which build I like more. This one I definitely felt was more brain dead, but this one was definitely more fun. But with Equilibrium, I might be very similar. I almost wonder if instead of Aegis, we should have gone with something else. Like maybe we should have gone Fury. Maybe I'll test that next. Oh, we can't. Oh, because of that. Okay. What about no? All right, cool. Here we go, perfect. And then we go Fury. So we go for more damage. Really, once again, we're just separating ourselves from our defensives once more. With adaptation basically being our only defensive layer beyond base kit at this point. Probably fine. Probably. Probably. I suppose I don't have a Ureli set up yet. Raxias was fun too. Very fun just in general with Kuva Sobek. Because of her Saren-like abilities, let's just put it that way. And it's funny, I'm actually an arachnophobe in real life, but her little spiders didn't bother me at all. And she, in fact, doesn't bother me at all, so that's good. It would suck if you were, like, playing one of your favorite games of all time, and whenever someone picked a specific Warframe, you had a hard time looking at their Warframe directly. But, no, thankfully, Dee did a good job of sidestepping whatever ephemeral thing it is about spiders that trigger arachnophobia. Although I did Helminthoff the spider babies, so I guess one more crime in the war between me and spiders. She's really strong. I just don't know really, like, if you have Saren, other than the fact that she can go invisible and she's slightly more tanky than Saren, I don't really see really like an imperative to get Araxia, because you will do just fine with Akuva, Sobek, and Saren. But if you're playing Saren and you're like, wow, I really like the fact that she explodes things, but she's just a little too squishy, then yeah, you're probably gonna like Araxia. But the number one thing that she added to the game, as far as I'm concerned, is the Sciatid, the gun that she came with. Because Citrine is so much better with Prismatic Gem Augment, Prismatic Companion, and a build basically devoted to being the status primer for your pet. This build has been insane. So basically, to explain it, so this augment basically takes your prismatic gem and puts it on your companion. Now it runs around with your companion. That basically is what it is. Also gives it an extra duration. So basically, every single time you hit anything, or any of your allies hit anything, including the pet itself, the beam will fire out and basically inflict a crap ton of status and onto whatever has been hit. And you do all the 4 basic statuses plus whatever status you do with, your ability. So if I'm Citrine and I use my number 1, I'm basically putting 6 statuses on it, like, right away. Like, blam. And that's what it gets, right? And then if your pet has things that it hits it with, it will also do their statuses as well. And then Roar is going to make everything, including what you're doing and what your pet is doing, do more. Obviously, this is not the biggest roar we could possibly create, but it's the biggest roar we really need, if that makes sense. So we're using Multi-Augmented, we're using Arcane Impetus to sort of get strength stacked as the mission goes on, but Impetus is really easy to stack because it's unique status effects, and we're going to be doing crap tons just ourselves. Like, we by ourselves are going to add 6, not including our weapons, if we want to bring our weapons into it. And of course, our companion is also going to be adding status effects as well from their abilities. And we'll get to that in a second. But basically, it's Equilibrium. You don't really actually need Primed Flow. I just haven't had an issue with energy because of Fractured Blast. Basically, just creating energy like at will, and of course, health orbs as well. So Equilibrium basically just sort of tops us up. And we're not really doing anything beyond casting this every 65 seconds and this every 43 seconds, and then just casting Fracturing Blast. So really, we're only spending 25 energy every once in a while, and then like these two together. So it's not that crazy. But yeah, basically everything else is all about just adding statuses and making the damage of my my companion go up. So Arcane Vitality, status effects from abilities that deal heat damage will be applied twice. So every single time this prismatic gem adds a heat proc, it will add 2. And so basically any source of heat from abilities will do this. When you do a toxin status effect, it will also apply a corrosive status effect. So prismatic gem is now going to do 5 statuses and 2 heats. So basically, it's gonna go crazy. And Archon Stretch, abilities range, abilities that deal electricity damage, restore +2 energy over 5 seconds. This applies electricity, so immediately we're gonna get electricity regeneration, energy regeneration from that. So these 3, the 3 Archon mods right here, really good, really amazing. I don't think I have the 4th Archon mod. And I don't even remember what it does, but it might be useful too, but we don't have it. We don't need it because this is actually really good. So Reach, that's for the Prismatic Gem to hit more things. our Fractured Blast to have a little extra range. For the radius to be a little bit higher so that our pet is most likely to be inside of it. And just Augur Secrets just for a little extra strength while also getting some shield back to help us with our survivability. Just a little bit, along with adaptation for the pretty much exact same reason. The real sauce comes into it when you get into the pets. So I tested a few pets. The Hound and the Pharaoh Predacite were the two best that I have. I do not have a Panzer Volpophyla, but I'm sure that would work just as well. Basically, the build is essentially mainly about the mecha set and the bonds just helping make everything do more. Where do I have my second mecha thing? Is that on the claws? Yeah, okay. So the reason why the mecha set's really good is every single time you kill the targeted enemy, it applies their stats effects to all enemies within 50 meters. And you're going to be applying so many status effects that this spread is going to be a nuke. And Contagious Bond. When your companion kills an enemy afflicted with a status effect, 50% of the status effects spread to other enemies within 9 meters, max 100 stacks. So you're going to get a double nuke, basically, when it's a targeted dude, and a single nuke when it's a non-targeted dude. And basically, your whole idea is basically to just help your companion get to the point where it's going to lethally kill an enemy with a crap ton of statuses on, which should be easy because we're applying it with the Prismatic Gem. He's applying it with the Prismatic Gem. Everybody's just stacking statuses on dudes, and it's going to become this huge explosion of statuses. So these two things put together are already really good. Now, another thing that's really good is Anabolic Pollination, which is the augment for the Pharaoh Predacite, is going to give you basically free toxin clouds, which is going to help with the spread of things, which is really nice. I would suggest having only one augment on any of the singular dudes that you're basically using as far as companions go, because the basic attack appears to be the most effective thing at applying the Prismatic Gem for the companion. And so if you spend too much time if your dog spends too much time like doing its abilities, it doesn't actually trigger the explosion as much as you would like, because it's not actually using the gems and stuff to spread things around. It's basically, it slows it down. So basically pick the one ability you really want them to do, and then basically build around that. So I could have used one of the other ones like Endoparasitic Vector or Volatile Parasite, but to me this one is the one that worked the best. And then it's your normal mods, Synth Deconstruct. So I know some people don't do Enhanced Vitality, but I like it for just giving you a little bit extra health. I like Loyal Companion. Fetch is obvious. Medipet Kit is just helping that recovery time for when he does go down. Hasten Deflection helps him shield gate a bit. And then Momentous Bond, of course, gives him extra damage of a random element, so he's perhaps adding yet another status effect that can be spread to everybody around. And then he's got his claws, and his claws are going to be adding Viral Magnetic Gas. So we're going to be getting even more statuses applied to various people. Everything else that isn't, I am using Precision Conditioning to convert it all to slash, so that we don't have any inefficient IPSs, and also helps him kill things quicker. Obviously, we're also using a second mod in the Mecha Overdrive slot, which is great in itself as well because of the part of it where it says it adds the primary weapon status chance to the companion. So because of that, this guy now has a 123.9% status chance, so he is guaranteed to throw at least one status onto a dude every single time he hits him. And then we're just adding status damage. We're basically using the companion version of Condition Overload, which is going to do crazy. Bite, which is just a good damage mod in general. And then, of course, you have the things that are giving all the different statuses. I would recommend using Protector Posture, because otherwise he just gets too far away from you, and the Prismatic Gem doesn't work on your hits as well. So that's what I like. It seemed to be the most effective. I only have balanced and protector anyways, so balanced was just not as good. So protector is better. I think assassin posture might be okay too, but I don't have that one. So protector worked great. So I see no reason to move away from it. We're using the Godfa Prime just for its status chance, and the fact it's also a pretty good gun. The Cyotid's basically just for grouping up, and this is why we sort of started talking about Citrine, is the Cyotid really helps you just create those massive explosions because you just group up dudes, and then you use your Fractured Blast, your dog kills one of them, and then boom! It goes crazy. And the Spinnerex just for fun. Honestly, I'm just using it because it's the newest melee. You don't really care about melees at all, but it's not bad. It has some fun little status effects. As far as like what to do on the Cytid, I basically just add reload speed, blast range, fire rate mods. Like that's it. I guess that's really all you need. Multi-shot, fire rate, reload, status damage, reload. You don't really need anything special. It's just a utility weapon. It doesn't need to be heavily invested in. It just does what it does. But yeah, this guy is going to basically be a crap ton of damage. The irony of it too is with this is you don't even really need to do anything. Even in like multiplayer lobbies, you could just stand there and watch your pet just kill everyone and steal everybody's kills, honestly, because that happens a lot. But I'll show you how basically it sort of goes. But it's pretty simple and pretty effective.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and
Quick
with
deaths.
your victory.
All right. One thing I will say is in Steel Path, the first thing you must use is Citrine's 2. Otherwise, you will probably die. It's like 2, 3, 4, and then 1. And basically just 2, 3, 4, and then 1. Just keep your buffs up and spam your 1 is basically all you got to do.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
I mean, I didn't even do anything there. All right. Prime them up. Prime them up. Dog just kills everything. 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion. Just little numbers that'll spread around, do their thing, little stuff like that. Don't even need the dog if you don't want to, but probably should because it's going to do crap tons of damage. Boom, 2.1 billion, 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 2.1 billion. It's a little damage. Just a little bit, You get the job done. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I'd love to see someone do it better than this, honestly, because this is crazy to me that this is even possible in the base storm form that it is. I love the augment. Good work. It turns everything into an absolute destruction fest of billions of status damage explodings. I think this might be the craziest build I've ever seen BE let me make. I don't know.
Support capsule to the area.
I don't know why.
Activating it will
It's
buy
making
you
me
more
not
time.
the main character anymore. Where'd my dog go? Dog, get over here. You have people to kill. Come on, dude. Come on, dog. Kill somebody. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, it's really nice. Well, everybody went to Sciented. He kills somebody. It just goes. This is actually a pretty terrible area for it, though. Whoop. Almost killed myself because I didn't have my 1 on. Nice. Nice. Oh, hi, guys. I didn't have roar up. It's not going to be 2.1 billion.
Life
Rip.
support on the way.
Oh, man. Ah! How dare you? My dog is over there killing people by himself.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
That was only 75 million. What are we doing with our lives? Violence, okay. Come on in, buddy. The water's super warm. Nope, sorry, never mind. Guess that was a little too much. And there's so many people in this room right now. Jesus Christ, dog. Did you kill someone? Thank you. My God. 2.1 billion spree again. Whee! Going off and oh no, Papas is down. Not the dog. That does happen every once in a while, I'm not gonna lie. And you can just do it the old fashioned way, I guess. Alright, Papas is back. Welcome back, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna switch over to my help you gun. Good work. No, Papas, why? Oh, he got hit by that up there. Go, buddy, go. Kill him. There we go. Nice. Nice.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you are ready, go to extraction.
There we go. Bore. Oh, don't land in the pit. Yeah. If you want a tip, don't land in the pit. Yep. Goodbye, everyone. I mean, it definitely goes without saying that the closer quarters you can drive everybody into, the better. Because then you can create these explosions that go on forever. Really fun. The crazy thing about this is it gets better in a group. Because this guy will just go off of everybody. But you could actually theoretically, and I wouldn't say do this because this is kind of scummy, to be honest. But you could literally just follow the guy who does the most damage in your party and do just as much damage as him because your dog's just gonna like activate off of everything he does. Which is kind of hilarious. But obviously you don't need that because you do as much damage, if not more. I mean, I don't even know how you could just beat a massive chained explosion of 2.1 billion damage. I don't know, where's my dog at? Oh, there he is. Oh, 2.1 billion. There it goes. That was actually a small little explosion. There's only 13 million. Oh, he's doing it without me. Bro, I'm not even priming people for you. Can you stop upstaging me right now? Come on, dude. I'm trying to show the people that I'm not useless. Look, I'm putting them in a pile and I'm priming you. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty much superfluous with this build. I'm not needed. He just does things. You know, he goes off. He kills everybody. He's pretty cool. Where is he? Oh, he's behind me. Blah, blah, blah. Good boy. Oh, look, we got a group over here. Ow, thanks. Why? Doggy, save me. Thank you, doggy. Oh, those are two very important cooldowns not to go down. Okay. I'm not too sure you could actually get a more brain dead build than this. It's literally making your dog do all the work. The only times it becomes real is when the dog goes down, which is eventually going to happen, right? But because you're Citrine, you can basically heal through most damage. Oh, there's 2.1 billion. Oh, we hit damage cap finally. I saw the minus. Normally we were like right on the cusp of it. That time we actually hit it. I don't think he can hit it without you, to be honest. He can definitely kill entire rooms without you, but I don't think he can hit damage cap without you. Because your prime is really what makes it all go nuts. Because they have like so much on them right now. Like you'll do 220 million without blinking, you'll do obviously 2.1 billion like constantly at a weirdly rate. There's 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, 2.1 billion, you know. Over and over and over and over and over again. He does his thing. You get them all in one spot. That's basically. Oh! And remember to press your ability that keeps you alive constantly. It's awkward when you don't. Oh, there goes the room. 1.6 billion this time. Yep. 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 No, Papas, no. Where are you? There you are. I see you now. You got hit by a shield, didn't you? Uh-oh. Can't do that while that's off. Ah, Papas. Save me, Papas. Kill the boss. Ah, thank you. $1,412 minutes. We're doing more than 100 KPM right now, which is nice. Probably would be doing more if I wasn't just running around showcasing him doing it by himself, honestly. Oh, hi, everybody. But this is pretty much, if the side didn't exist, it would be a lot tougher. Where did Apophis go down? He's over here by himself right now. What is he doing? Now you could make him a lot hardier, but if you make him hardier so that he doesn't like fall down every once in a while, you will lose about 50% of the damage. So I mean, you totally could go that way. But when you're Citrine and you have, 25 HP percent, HP per second, sorry, with 90% DR, you can pretty much just go and pick them back up. It's not that big of a deal. Or you can kill them back up if you want to. If you want to add one of the bond mods that decreases timer for every headshot you do and things like that. Is it headshot or kill? No, I think it might be kill. My bad. Like, there's an option for that, but I've gone basically full ape on this. This is like the most damage you can get out of this guy, I think. It's just, I never get tired of turning around and seeing a wave of people taking 2.1 billion damage. And it's white. It's not a crit. It's a white number. It's crazy to me. Get up, buddy. You've got work to do. Oh, hi, everybody. Whole world behind me. Ooh, that was a good one. Ow. Ouchie. Ooh, ow. That looked bad. That hurt. Wait. Dog, thank you. By 1 billion. Yep. Torment. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. Ow. This is probably one of the ones I would think would work well against the least Torment. But nope. Alright, got fucked. That's fine. Oh, because the 2.1 billion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even Torment can't take that much status damage.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
The longer we fight. Go, dog, sick him. Yeah. Only 183 million? What are we doing here? Oh, yeah, you gotta make sure Prismatic Gem is up. Otherwise, dog does less. You do less, dog does less, everyone does less. Oh, they're all dead. Good job. Prime, dog walks in, boom. Actually, that was kind of like weird, eh? That was way less than normal. You took that one off, man. Hit him with some pride. There you go. Oh, hello. No, Papas. You were the chosen one. This is a little hairy in here, not gonna lie. There's a lot of people in here. And the dog is not killing anyone. He's just yelling at them. Dog, what are you doing, man? Thank you. Hey. There you go. Good job, dog. Nice. Explosions. Neuron activation. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. It's back. The number. My favorite number. No, Papas, no. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Mania. You're a mania on the floor. Who would have thunk that you can actually be relegated to secondary DPS in a one-man squad in 2025 in Warframe? You become a primer for a dog. No! He's just as good as your regular squad mates at staying alive. Stop shooting the dog that's trying to murder all of you. Gosh. Man, that's a lot of people. It really scales quickly when it starts to spread down like a corridor. Because it's like, basically a cumulative copy, right? Because that guy gets the statuses of the guy next to him and his own statuses, and so forth 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 until next thing you know, one guy's got 75 people's statuses on him, and then he explodes for 2.1 billion.
Share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Exponential damage. It's better than multiplicative. If there's one word that's better than multiplicative, and we love that word in Warframe, it's exponential. I'll just take this one off, thanks, bud. And what if I don't prime? What if I just let the dog do its thing? Gotta make sure it has its prismatic on. I mean, yeah, it doesn't need me. I can literally just say okay. Oh, well, I guess I do have to revive it when it goes down, yeah. Where'd it go? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of hate. Oh, hold on a second. Uh-oh. We found... Wait, when I revive, my dog does, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, we have found the situation where things start to go a little awry. But then you can always just God for Prime, I guess. I don't have to just prime with myself, you know? I could help, I suppose. I don't know if it's as good though, because then I guess I could switch between them. Ah, stop knocking me over, you bastard. You move out of the way, I'm trying to shoot somebody. With my Scythe, apparently. Never mind. Dog, take him out, will you? Thanks. Oh, he took my gun. That's why it happened. Okay. He took your gun. It's definitely not as good at priming as your one is, but it definitely does a lot more damage. The thing is, it's so hard to figure out what's your dog's target in the middle of shit going down, you know?
Well warmed up. What's next?
Ah! How about things are getting a little hairy? Oh. Missed my turn. And my jump. Let me go up. I don't know what it is with this keyboard, but it really hates being fast pressed with the control key.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
It's like it doesn't accept unless it's all the way down, which is a bit of a problem because I'm like tapping it. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way down. This is pretty much the only game that actually matters that I've ever seen. No one's gonna be like, "Oh no, I didn't crouch." Like everybody, you're like, "Oh, you're holding it, right?" I mean, you could go to toggle, but there's to end a rant. All right, so 2,849 in 24 minutes. So that's in excess of 100 kills per minute, and I pretty much, I mean, I didn't do much there, did I? I didn't do much. The dog, though. What the dog doing? Dog killing everybody. That's what he doing. Yep. In a squad, it's even better because he's not going to be as focus fired as he would normally be if it's just you and him. And Grenier are definitely like the hardest thing you could face, right? Because the Grenier have so many high damaging units like napalms and bombards and shit like that. Versus most people, it's going to be fine. I don't know about Corpus, though. Like, Corpus has so many nullifiers and shit that would, like, stop certain status things. And I have to, like, I guess I'd have to use the gods for the pop nullifiers and stuff like that. I don't know if it would terribly care. I mean, I know that if a nullifier bubble touches the dog, it turns off prismatic gem. And since you can't really control what the dog be doing, and he runs around and does his own thing, you will basically lose prismatic gem lots of the time in Corpus missions, or corrupted missions. So I currently, if you watched my channel before, you know I have a tag system where I use the factions that I think it would be good versus, and I generally don't use them against the factions that are not on that list, because then I can just use a better tool for the job. So GISP means Grenier, Infected, Steel Path. So I will take this to Grenier and Infected Steel Path missions, but I will not take it to Corpus Steel Path missions. Generally speaking, if I think it'll be versus the Corpus and the Grenier, it'll work versus the Corrupted. That's just a general rule for me. So if I have like a CG SP, then I will work against the Corrupted. So basically, like, Corpus and Corrupted to me is like pretty much interchangeable because everything that's dangerous about the Corrupted is usually the same things that are dangerous about the Corpus and the Grenier, and so forth and so forth. But Generally speaking, there aren't too many ASPs, which is all Steel Path, like Saren, Styanax, and I don't have too many more. Harrow Evade, that works. Gauss works versus all. I don't usually give that out very often. You have to be like really capable for me to give that out. Although I think Lavos probably could be upgraded from ISP to something more than that. But also Baruch maybe too, now that the punch actually counts. I'll have to revisit his rating, but everyone else I think is pretty good. Dante could maybe be GISP, but I actually haven't used him versus Infected in a while. I don't like him into Corpus though. I don't like him into Corpus. It becomes a little unwieldy the more nullifiers show up. Like it's like you go deep into any Corpus mission in Steel Path and you're gonna start running into weird issues with Dante. Other than that though, he's really strong. But yeah, so I would not take this into a Corpus mission, I don't think. It's just nullifiers, just stripping your dog of its ability, which is just the sad bit. It just becomes pretty bad. But as you noticed, we never had any issues with energy. Like, basically none. So if I was inclined, and as I've said earlier, I am generally not inclined to put Archon shards on non-primed, but if I was, it would probably be 2 casting speed shards, maybe an energy max shard, and then ability strength, or duration, whichever one you prefer. If you think that you need more damage than 2.1 billion, then sure, go more into strength. But if you think that maybe the duration would help you out a bit more, then yeah, that would probably be more likely to be efficacious. Yeah, this is basically how you do it. And Summoner's Wrath works really well with it, because obviously your companion is your main source of damage. And yes, you could make him a little tankier. If you wanted to make him the tankiest you could, then try and use a melee Citrine, and you can use, is it Pack Leader? Yeah, heal your companion with melee hits. Excess healing grants Overguard. If you wanted the tankiest, you could make your Pharaoh Predecessor. You could bring in Pack Leader and then just go more melee with your build. So you Sciated, and then instead of going in and using your Fractured Blast over and over again, you could use like a priming melee, probably a whip or something like that. I mean, there's plenty of ways you could do a priming melee though, but you could do something like that. Duplex Bond is something I actually haven't tested too much, but it could be okay. I heard that the clones do not activate Prismatic Gem. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is true, then they just become like another kind of tanky way of working, because the enemies will start to attack the clones, and so the more targets, the more likely your Pharaoh Predecite will stay up, because he's not getting 100% of the hate in the room. You would think, like, generally you're going to get 50-50 between you and the companion, but if there's 4 companions in the room, then of course that percentile will change, and that's kind of how you want to do it. Oh, it is headshots. Okay. Headshot kills. I needed both of them. Okay. I was like, is it headshots or is it kills? It's headshot kills. Reduce companion recovery time by 3 seconds. So if you so wanted to, even though you will probably not get the second part of this mod, you could bring like a sniper rifle or, something that you feel confident headshot killing with, and instead of reviving them, go into Citrine solo mode and just headshot kill people to revive them by reducing the recovery timer. That's another option. The only problem with that is that there's not a whole lot of mods that can drop. Like, Enhanced Vitality can drop, Loyal Companion can drop. That's about it. I guess maybe Medipet Kit, but I don't know. If you're gonna do the Tenacious Bond, you're definitely gonna want it. But like these three maybe, but I like these three. I mean, just this your companion being invincible for 10 seconds is actually kind of nice part about this. I don't really care about when my health falls below 35%, but at least, you know, I mean, we both get things here, right? So loyal companion is a good mod. But like this entire row here is absolutely mandatory. Nothing can be left out here. I would say these two are mandatory, and then these three are the flex slots. So, I mean, there's plenty ways of making your pet tankier, and you can lean into a little bit better. Like for example, like let's say you drop Medipet, you dropped Enhanced Vitality, and you dropped Loyal Companion. You go Duplex, Tandem, Tenacious. And then you start using a melee. That would also be a way of making him tankier, and you could totally try that out. I would have to form him a few more times than the 3 times I already have to do something like that. Pack Leader, of course, you can put that in instead as well, like maybe Pack Leader Tandem Tenacious or Pack Leader Duplex, and then Tandem. Really depends how you want to do it. There's plenty of ways here. I mean, Link Vitality doesn't really. I mean, yeah, that's a decrease over Enhanced. You could go Calculated Redirection, I guess, if you wanted to. But I don't know about Metal Fiber. I mean, I think that's really the ways I would increase his survivability if I was so offended by it. Most of the time, though, because this build really only works with Citrine, most of the time it's not too bad, especially if you're running around with other Citrines. I think the craziest thing to do is to find somebody you like, who you want to run with, and get that Citrine to run this build too. So there's 2 dogs with prismatic gems running around, and then you're just there. In fact, we don't get 4. Get 4 Citrines with this build running around, and you got 4 dogs with prismatic gems running around, just murdering the whole screen. There's just no, there's no problem there. And because Citrine's passive actually specifically stacks with other Citrines, it becomes even more insane. So yeah. If that's an improvement I would suggest, is make a friend, get him this build, also run it together. The 2 of you will be even more unstoppable. I don't know too many people right now that play Warframe and that aren't on sabbaticals, but I would love to actually drag one of them back into the game just to make them play this build, and, you know, me and that person just running around being double Citrine with double Feral Predacites, just murdering entire screens. I think that would be awesome. I really do. Like, it's already legendary, right? Everybody knows the Citrine stack is crazy, but it just got crazier. It just got nuts. Super excited. But yeah, that's basically what I've been working on as far as Citrine goes. I still have to work on Ureli. I think Valkyr's pretty much done. It's one of those 2 builds. Although I think I am going to still in the background experiment with max range builds to see what I can do. Oh yeah, and I gotta look at Calera's augment. The question that immediately gets asked is it one of my syndicates that has the Calera augments?
These will feed the fire.
Nope, not this one anyways.
Anything you need, Tenno.
Aha. So this is the new augment. Daggers whirl in a ring around Calera for 25 seconds, slashing nearby foes and dealing blast damage and status effect before returning to the ring. So why is this interesting? I'll tell you why this is interesting. It no longer hurts yourself, and it lasts for 25 seconds.
All right.
So instead of giving you a burst of Overguard, it's basically slowly maintaining your overguard without the possibility of you hurting yourself at all. So I'm definitely going to look into that. Calervo being one of the few, by the way, non-primes I actually have put shards into because he's just so freaking amazing. And it's going to hurt to pull these out. I actually don't think I will, honestly, unless I really need them. I'm just going to put purples on the new one. The only reason these are here is because they're not purples. But, you know, there's always exceptions to a rule. Now, this is obviously the slam variant. We could go here. And I was trying some weird shit. Evade. That must have been the Sniper Calervo. Yeah, that's definitely Sniper Calervo. This is Roar. Okay, so where is this recompense thing? Where are you? Oops. Alright, so we still have Wrathful Advance. Daggers well in a ring. Okay. Yeah, first of all, let's just take a look at how this works as far as capability. Do we care about normal vitality? I guess it's normal vitality. The reason why is this lets us use Bellicose fairly easily. I think we still go... Still think we use this as a melee frame. So I think we're still going to do Fury. Actually, honestly, I think I'm just going to duplicate this to B. And figure out what I want to drop. .6 meter radius. We probably do want stretch. Do we want to make Bellicose a little bit worse and get rid of Resolve? Right now we're at 69, I think it is, on Bellicose. If we take that off, it's still pretty okay. Okay. Alright, so recompense. Let's put that there. We lose that crit on the multi, though, which is better for our Magistar. Let's take a look here. The survivability difference. What's it going to be? That's my first question. Also, theoretically speaking, this could be a use case now for truculence because of the upkeep nature of it. We're down to 58% with Bellicose, which is still only 2% less than a fully stacked augmented, so it's probably better, I think. Alright, so how does this work now? That's so weird. I'm very used to stabbing myself here. Okay. Interesting. So, let's pause AI. Unpause AI. Oh wow, that's weird. That's super weird. Interesting. That definitely seems, I'll be honest, that definitely seems like just a straight upgrade to survivability. Like, how can most people kill you, honestly? Let's get all 20 in here. And let's make them XMI. Okay, now we're starting to... Oh, but there's a... That's interesting, okay. There's a gate effect on it, so... Okay, hold on a second. Let's think about this. So, does anything alter the number of daggers? That doesn't work anymore. Enemies can be hit by up to 3 recompense daggers. Reposition yourself near cluster enemies to launch each of those daggers before they turn on collateral. Yeah, we don't care about that anymore. Recompense grants overguard, which is a mechanism that grants... Yeah, I know what that does. What if they're... Okay. Question number 1. What if they are attached to each other? Does that alter how this works? Is me running around doing anything really? I mean, yeah, it does, doesn't it? They just can't quite get the grips with you if you just sort of run around. Do I have any daggers left? I guess so. I mean, this is really interesting. You can't recast it, which sucks. But, I mean, it's going up and down, and as long as you move around... Doesn't seem to matter. They're attached to each other, but I can't say definitively. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so... We take out Bellicose, we're going to lose a lot of strength, but... Truculence is going to apply a lot of viral. And we were kind of already in overkill territory on a few of these things anyways. So I wonder if this is one of the few times where truculence actually works better. Let's see here. Because I'm constantly going to be putting those on. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Everyone should be, yeah, they're all max viral right now. Every single one of them. Yep, max viral. Max viral. Where's the last guy? Here you are. Oh, not last guy. You with all your viral stacks. Interesting. I don't know about it though. I think Bellicose is still probably more value. Because it makes our roar better. It makes the overguard cap higher. I think it also affects the amount of overguard you get because it's based off the damage dealt, right? I mean, it doesn't really need damage as a build, but this basically simply switches it from a burst mechanic to a maintenance mechanic. It's basically 100% what I thought it was going to be. You're basically just becoming the kind of guy that as long as you don't stay still, you will survive better versus seriously crazy odds. Like 20 corrupted heavy gunner XMI that are level 185 steel pack. And somehow you come out of that with 23k overguard. And what did we lose for that? Just Gladiator? So instead of triple red, no, instead of quadra red critting or triple red critting, and we lose what, 3%? No, not 3%, 12%. Hold on a second, let me do my math here. What is it? 58. So we were at 72, I think, or is it 69? Either 11 or 14%. Well, let's do the swap back because I know it's on the other one. Bing. Yeah, we were at 69. Okay. And so we only lose 11% power strength and the 10% melee crit per combo multi. And I guess 40% health, but it's an overguard frame, so if you're worried about how much health you have beyond its ability to activate Arcane Bellicose, you're in trouble. I mean, the blast damage means nothing. Can we all agree with that? It's very small. It doesn't do anything for you. If it was heat, at least it would be, stripping armor a bit, but it's blast, so, big deal. I think it's an obvious buff. I think it's just, I don't think there's anything bad about it. I don't think there's anything that makes it not an obvious switch over. Because our build already had kind of a flex mod that you could do more with. Pretty dang easy situation here, I think. Really good augment. It's just a buff. It's a straight buff on an ability. I did like the burst nature in some scenarios, but honestly, I can't think of how it would overall be better to have burst that could maybe kill you if there wasn't dudes around, rather than just 32 seconds of if anything comes near you, you get free overguard. I guess if I do a couple Netra cells and shit like that, then maybe I'll figure it out. But as of right now, it seems like a straight upgrade. Kind of helps a lot, dude, because it completely gets rid of the concept of hurting yourself. It just hangs out there. If there's daggers there at the end, does it come back? Like when it, okay, we can test that. These rings are going to be here for the next 31 seconds, but after those 31 seconds, do they come back and stab me? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Uh-oh. They do. Interesting. Okay. Question 2 then. Let's get rid of these guys and put in the normal ones. Alright, they've all stabbed dudes. Do I run out? No. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, now how many are spinning around me right now? Oh, they build. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. So presumably, I will take far less damage at the end if I'm in the middle of a group of dudes when it ends. Because those daggers are basically busy. If that makes sense. They haven't had a chance to come back to work. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I took way less damage because there's only like 2 daggers at the time. Okay, so there still is the self-inflicted situation here. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, okay. Definitely happy with that addition to the game. Oh, hold a second, fellas. We can talk about this. Come on, guys. Why you gotta be like this? I swear, I'll find enemies for you. Please. No, don't do it. Do it. Alright, that's fucking funny. I'll tell you one thing. I love augments as an idea. Whoever came up with that, probably Pablo. But whoever came up with it, if it isn't Pablo, also deserves a raise. Pablo should have eternal money, honestly. Make that man a king. But I love that, because just the slight being able to change so many things about Warframes. You know, okay, you want the burst thing? Keep it. But if you want to have this little maintenance dagger overguard situation, you can use that too. You can augment to your own wishes. Big fan, though. I like it. The funny thing is, like, I thought I was going to have to change the build to really incorporate it a bit more, or maybe I would find, like, a better way. But, I mean, Melee Caleros and Sniper Calero are pretty much the 2 core ways of doing it. And this mod by itself doesn't specifically scream use this Warframe massively differently now. What it does is make it a pain point a little bit more in your court as far as how to take the pain, basically. Which is interesting. Although that being said, I could probably come up with a way of using that truculence volatile recompense interaction to catapult some sort of like weapon frame situation into another strata that's maybe not a melee weapon or a sniper rifle. But I'm not 100% sure what that would be off the top. Maybe like a Kuva Nukor or an Akukor situation? Something like that. Go like a secondary. Or maybe a Furist or something like that. No, I mean, Akukor would be the obvious choice because the quicker people die, you know, the easier it is to refill its magazine and keep its tendrils going. Just don't know if it's strong enough of an idea. I was going to do that, I would switch probably to corrosive projection and I don't deal any heat, but I could. Maybe if I took off roar and put on something that does heat damage, then I could abuse heat inherent with Cascadia Flare, use the viral procs. There's definitely something there, a kernel of an idea. But do I care enough? Okay, well, let's take a look at the Helminth options for that strategy. What's the deal heat damage Helminth? I mean, no, Phantom Eyes does do damage. It slows. And it does strip. You could do like a Phantom Eyes, Truculence, Ocucore type way of doing things. Pyrotechnics? It's an interesting idea. I feel like that would be fairly inconsistent, though. Phantom Eyes is probably better between those two. Although, Pyrotechnics and the 3, how does that work with each other? Would be an interesting idea. Kind of like the Neja way of using it. I know people are using Pyrotechnics with Neja now, versus what they were using before, which was Darkverse. Firewalker, that would be a terrible idea. Where's the Ember ability? Thermal Sunder. Thermal Sunder, though. Fire Blast, there it is. I don't know. I don't think that would actually be that. Like, these are all ideas, but I don't know if it would actually just be better than what I'm already doing. It feels like it would be a gimmick. You know, like, oh, look at my meme build. Look, it uses the augment in a different way. I think the best way of using that augment is just exactly what you were already doing. Just if you want it to be a little more maintenance, like, I really think it's already, like, it is exactly what it says on the can, you know? I don't think you gotta think too hard on this augment. It's not crazy. I mean, I think you could come up with a completely different way of playing Kalervo using this augment. I think you could. And its interaction between it and Arcane. I mean, Truculence isn't the only thing out there. I mean, it's definitely the one that comes to mind, though. Yeah, it's definitely the one that comes to mind. I think it comes to mind. Should I be using Kamisato instead of Augmented? It's summoned minions, though. Never mind. I don't think companion counts as summoned. Never mind. Alright. Alright, well, that's really cool. I'm glad that they released that. I think I'm going to use that as my normal Laravel way of doing things. Don't think that changes his corpus limitations. Or does it? It might. How do the daggers interact with nullifier bubbles? I'm not sure. Another thing I would say though is I'm gonna have to change this Protea build because this is gonna be obvious going forward. Very obvious. You don't need the larva build anymore because that's completely solved by the Scientid now. In fact, it's pretty crazy. I bet you this is going to be absolutely nuts. This is kind of what I was talking about when I was saying that like the Scientid is going to make certain Warframes just go crazy because the only thing they lacked was a way to group things. I mean, that's why people used like things like Mag's Pull and shit like that, like ridiculous augments and helmet situations you were forced into just to be able to group people up. And now there's an entire weapon that solves that for an entire cadre of Warframes. That it's quite exciting. Like if I'm just gonna show up here and be like, yo, what's up, guys? Bye, guys. That was 2 of them too. I could have gotten more. How does 1 of them do? Oh my god. Get over here. Oh, never mind. You died to the heat proc. How far away can I do this from? Brutal, dude. That is an absolute deletion. Woo-wee. That's a lot. Who said you guys could live, huh? Did someone say you could live? I mean, of course, we're going to be using our wonderful ability to prime them. Nice little stack of bodies. Yeah, Protea's just got stronger by quite a bit. You remember half of her abilities. Oh yeah, dispensary. And this is grenade fan. Right. Okay. Wait, somebody's alive? Just one. Why would you 42 times? Yep. Yeah, damn. Impressive. Most impressive. Protea was like A before, but with the Scientid, she's S. Like, this is crazy. And she's now alone. Pretty awesome. Also, kind of awesome looking because of the back flip and the front flip. I love Warframes that have alternate movement that look cool. Like, I mean, the Cyan Dana does this like, oh, fuck, I just got hate kiddoed. Where the fuck are you? God damn, he's probably on the ceiling or some shit. Creepy ass motherfucker. Played this game for how many years? And every single time I get hate kiddoed, I still go, what the hell? It'll never not be creepy to have a dude randomly inside your house. Oh. Yeah, clean his stench from this place. God damn. Alright, well, we got pretty much everything we wanted from Dog Days. Yeah. Got all the stuff, got all the things that I cared about. I'll be honest, I'm pretty picky when it comes to cosmetics. I'm pretty picky when it comes to certain things. Like, I just don't waste resources on things I know I'm not going to use, generally speaking. And so, yeah, we got everything we're going to use. I don't think I'm going to use the Noodletron, so I am just going to let that sit. Maybe in a year's time, I'll change my mind, and I'll grab that. And I'm not really much of a Redeemer user either. I have been thinking about going out and finally farming out the Chlorophyll and Mirror Defense, but I haven't got around to it. But yeah, it's been an interesting event. I think we pretty much completed as much as we were going to do. I like the posters I got. I love the ephemera. Can I just say that the ephemera is super cool? It's gonna be used on maximum 2 Warframes, but it's definitely something I love. I've always liked Aquaria in general, and it sort of makes me feel like I got a personal aquarium just following me around. So big ups to that. It makes me want to play Ureli more, because Ureli is like obviously one of the ones that would use that. And actually, I have been planning on playing Ureli more since the Prime came out. And the next time I play Warframe, I will probably be well on the way to getting that build done. I just have to level up a second Furus, because I currently am using the first one as a dexterity holder that I don't want to get rid of, because I'm using Winds of Purity on it. So it's like, I actually quite like it. But I do have a second one built, and I have the Incarnate adapter, so I just had to get around to basically ranking it up. And we have double affinity, and I have an affinity booster for the next 6 hours, so I should probably get on that at some point. Maybe I'll just get another affinity booster, I guess, but might in a couple hours, or 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours. Maybe just get this sorted and then go on. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on, the builds I've been doing. I'm glad you guys could come and take a look at some of the crazy stuff I've been brewing up in the meantime. I've seen a couple of people do Citrine stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone show me on their build that they could reach 2.1 billion damage with their dog, or basically use the same sort of setup I was using. So I'm doing something that I think is fairly recognized as a possibility, but I have yet to see someone do what I did today, to be honest. So I'm sure lots of people are doing it. They just don't make YouTube videos, or they don't stream on Twitch, or or I haven't seen them. I'm not a omniscient eye in the sky that sees every single Warframe video that was ever made. Although that would be pretty cool. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? Is that your job? Probably not, huh? Dude, that's okay. This is creeping me out now. All right. But yep, it's been a fun stream. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me while we've been doing it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care. So long. And I will see you on the next stream.